in that topic, you would be, you will have to prepare your speech and send it by making it an audio file, and email ID obviously, and topic will be provided, okay, to you. Okay, so let us continue where we had completed before the examination. We know so far that the three characters we are having in that drama, that is Chubukov, Stephen Stepanovich Chubukov, Natalia Stepanovna, and Ivan Vasilovich Lomov. Now Lomov is a man of 35 years old. He has come to, sir, when we have sent, actually you will be given time. Whenever I feel, whenever topic would be given, afterwards 7 days time will be given. 7 days time will be given. So within that 7 day, you will have to prepare the topic. Choose any of the topic. The topic will be given. So choose any of these and prepare a speech of 2 to half hour. Okay, 2 to 2.5 minute. 2 to 2.5 minute. I'm sorry, I told hour. It's 2 to 2.5 minute. The speech would be. So I feel it would be very easy, and whenever the topic would be given, within 7 days you would have to send. Okay, so don't worry. I think it would be very easy for everyone. Yes. So back to our business. That Lomov, he has come to Chubukov's house, and Lomov, both of them are landowner, and Lomov wants to marry Chubukov's only daughter, Natalia. But actually he could not tell this straight cut that I have come to ask the hand of your daughter for marriage. Ultimately, Lomov had that courage. He gathered the courage, and he told this to Chubukov that I wanted to hear. The fact is, I have come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stepanovna, in marriage. Lomov told this. And at this, Chubukov, I'm starting from page number 145. The Chubukov, by Job, the god of love. Ivan Vasilovich, say it again. I didn't hear it at all. Chubukov was also very happy, as if Chubukov was expecting that Lomov would come and would marry his daughter. I have the honor to ask. Now Chubukov again, interrupting. My dear fellow, I'm so glad, and so on. Yes, indeed, and all the sort of thing. Now Lomov was, Chubukov was very happy that when he heard that Lomov wanted to marry, Lomov wanted to marry Natalia, and Chubukov is telling that I'm so glad, and so on. Yes, indeed, and all the sort of thing. Now embraces and kisses Lomov. Now Lomov is going to be his son-in-law, so he embraces Lomov. I have been hoping for it for a long time, as I told. I have been hoping for it. It means that he has been hoping that it would be better if he could arrange the marriage of his daughter Natalia with Lomov. And here Lomov himself had come to their house, and Lomov himself had proposed that he wanted to marry his daughter. So what he was dreaming, and now it became true, and it becomes in reality. So that is the reason that actually Chubukov becomes so happy. He told that I have been hoping it for a long time. It has been my continual desire. He told it has been my continual desire. Why? Because a question may come. Why do you feel that it has been his continual desire of Chubukov that he wanted his daughter to be married with Lomov? Do you think that Lomov was very gentleman? Lomov was very good, and Lomov was a suitable husband for his daughter? The answer should be no. Actually, Chubukov was thinking, because he knew that Lomov is having lots of property. So if he would arrange the marriage for his daughter as well. So his daughter also would be the owner of that property. That was the point that he was hoping. He has been hoping that his daughter should be married with Lomov. And I have always loved you, my angel, as if you were my own son. May God give you both his help and his love, and so on, and so much hope. What I am behaving in this idiotic way for? He was telling, he could not stop. He was so much, happy that he could not stop his, feelings. And he was telling that I hope, I pray to God that he must give his love, he must give his help to you, and all these. Actually, Chubukov was telling this all. And now he realized that what I am telling, what I am behaving in this idiotic way for. I'm off my balance with joy, absolutely off my balance. And now he admitted, yes, I've off my balance. I'm just lost my balance, because I'm so happy that you have come and tell that you want to marry my, daughter and all these. I'm so happy. Oh, with all my soul, I will go and call Natasha and all that. Natasha, actually Natalia, father calls Natalia as Natasha at home. So father told that I am going and I would tell Natasha about all this. Now Lomov greatly moved. Now Lomov was very much impressed at the behavior of his would-be father-in-law and told, "Honored Stefanovich, do you think I may count on our consent? I would count on our consent means, do you think that Natalia would also agree, Natalia also would give consent to marry me?" That Lomov was asking this to Chubukov. That, do you think that Natalia would give me her consent to marry me? Why, of course, my darling, and if she she wouldn't consent. She is in love, Egad. She is like a lovesick cat and so on. Shall not be long. Now he told, no, you must not be worried. Here Chubukov told, why you are thinking like this? She herself is just like a lovesick cat. Now what is lovesick cat? Actually, Chubukov told that her daughter was also 24, 25 years old. So this was the appropriate age for marriage as well. So her daughter was also thinking about her marriage. Though it is true that her daughter did not tell this to her father, but her father realized that her daughter was also in the mood of marrying, of marriage, because she was also 25 years old. So that is why Chubukov was very much confident that her daughter would readily accept Lomov as her husband, because Chubukov already considered her daughter as lovesick cat, and that is the reason that she was also something like this, that Natalia also in that state, that she was also thinking about her marriage and all this. Now Lomov, it's cold, and then Chubukov had gone. Now Chubukov had gone, and she would tell this to Natalia. Natalia would come to meet Lomov. Now Lomov, it's cold. I'm trembling all over, just as if I had got an examination before me. Lomov was telling you guys, Lomov was very much excited, because it's true that ultimately he was able to tell this to Chubukov that he would marry his daughter. But now the daughter herself was coming. So if all these depend on the consent of Natalia, if Natalia denies to marry him, then everything, the plan would be wasted. So Lomov again was very much anxious, very much agitated, and he compared his condition that as if I am just before an examination. Here it is, that I would got an examination before me. I feel that everybody, we have this experience, that how much anxious and agitated we get before an examination, isn't it? Now I have a simple question. Yes. Egad is an expression. It's not a meaning. Was asked Subujuti. Yes, it's an expression. It's an egad. There is not such meaning. Egad, it's an expression. Okay. Now, what I am telling, that I have a question, that here Lomov told that as if I'm having exam in. I'm having. I want to ask you. Do you feel the same before appearing this online examination? Do you have the same feeling, that exam feeling, as you used to had the last time in class 9 final examination? You had this last time, yes, final examination. But do you have the same kind of feeling when you appear, when you sit before your computer, laptop, or even phone? Yes, not like exam. This is all. This should be the answer, not like the real examination. Yes, online examination, we don't have that feeling, isn't it? Whatever it is, but Lomov is telling that as if I'm having an examination before me. The great thing is, I must have my mind made up. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk a lot, to look for an ideal or for real love, then I will never get married. See, how scrupulous this man is. Scrupulous means the man, he is having lots of plan in his mind. He is telling, I must have I must have my mind made up. He was telling to himself that I will have to make up my mind. If I give myself time to think, and he was telling that if I think over my marriage, to hesitate, to talk a lot, to hesitate, then I should talk to other people, to look for an ideal match, or for real love, or if I wait for real love, if I should search for my ideal match, if I would always think that, I would go for my ideal match, I should wait for a girl to whom I could love, or the girl who would love me, then if I wait for these, or if I hesitate, if I go from there, if I look and search for this girl, that girl, then probably I will never get married. Lomo was telling this. It's cold. They are BRR. It's this is also an expression. It's cold. It's getting cold means he was very much excited. Natalia Stepanovna is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated, and actually Lomo was giving self consolation to himself. He was telling that if I would wait long for real love, because he knew that there was not a real love in between he and Natalia. So he was telling that if I would wait for a real love, if I would wait for a perfect match, ideal match, then I might not be able to marry in my life ever. That is why he was telling that Natalia Stepanovna was a better choice for him, and now he was asking, he was giving consolation to himself, that Stepanovna is excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? Yes, that is, this is ironical. What more do I want? Marriage is always this bonding, and the base of the bonding must be understanding and love. But here Lomo was not searching for love, and that is the reason that we know that in the very preset of this, when in the introduction we have discussed that here this is an ironical, that Anton Chekhov wants to point out to that to these habit of the people, that those especially the rich people, that those people always try to arrange marriage on the base of their property, on the base of money and wealth. There is love, their love and bonding and understanding do not get any chance there. Here Lomo was telling the still that not bad looking, well educated, can manage the house, is a good housekeeper. So what do I more want here? What more do I want? This is that he was not talking about love, that whether I would be able to love Natalia, whether Natalia would be able to love me. That Lomo did not tell this or did not mention this. That is the reason. But I'm getting noise in my ears from excitement, he was telling. Oh, I'm getting excited, I get a noise in my ears. The drinks. And it's impossible for me not to marry. In the first place, I am already 35, a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitations. I am excitable and always getting awfully upset. At this very moment, my lips are trembling and there is a twitch in my right eyebrow. Now, these are the shortcomings of Lomo. Lomo was thinking that I am already 35, so how many days should I wait for marriage? So the critical age, so to speak. Yes, means age is getting finished up for marriage. So I should marry, clearly and immediately. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I just want to lead a very regular life. I suffer from palpitations. He was telling this. These are the discrepancy. These are the shortcomings of Lomo. And I'm excitable and always getting awfully upset. These are the problems. Sometimes I get awfully means extremely upset, extremely frustrated. I'm getting excited. And at this very moment, my lips are trembling. As I got excited, so my lips are trembling. and there is a twitch in my right eyebrow. This is right eyebrow, as if twitch means as if somebody is pulling my right eyebrow. I just I felt a pulling in my right eyebrow, a twitching right eyebrow. But the very worst of all these, the way I sleep. I no sooner get into the bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head. Now this is the problem that Lomob is telling, that whenever I go into the bed for sleeping, suddenly I feel that in my left side that something is pulling, something in my left side gives a pull. I can feel it in my shoulder, in my leg, then it comes to the shoulder, then come to the head. I jump up like a lunatic. Lunatic means mad person, crazy man. I jump up like a lunatic means mad person. Walk about a bit and down again. But as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there is another pull. So whenever I feel that pull in the left side at first, in the leg, then shoulder, then head, then I readily get up. I just walk for a minute. Then again I come back and lie for sleep. Again I got the same pull. And this may happen 20 times. He was thinking, see, what type of problem he is having, physical problem he is having. The 20 times, if it happens regularly, then how pitiful condition he lives in, we can understand, isn't it? That whenever you are trying to sleep, that you get into your bed and you find that something is pulling in your left leg and then comes to your shoulder and then head, then you have to get up and again you have to walk for 1 minute, 2 minutes, and again you come back to the bed, and again it happens for the second time, and in this way it happens for 20 times. It's a very pathetic condition for Lomob, and Lomob was thinking that as all this physical condition is something like this, my age is 35, is a critical age, I will have to marry it as soon as possible. So Natalia Stepanovna is the best choice. So I must not go with that whether I should love Natalia Stepanovna, whether Natalia would love me. I must not think about it. Okay, he was very certain about all this. Now Natalia Stepanovna comes in, the heroine of that story. Natalia, well, there, it's you. And Papa said, go, there is a merchant come for his goods. See, Papa means Chubukov did not tell anything about Lomob. Papa had told Natalia, go, a merchant has come for his goods. Whereas Lomob had told Chubukov that he wants to marry Natalia, and Chubukov, the father, had intimated this to Natalia. They go and watch, a merchant has come for his goods. Means, from this we can understand that all these people, the Chubukov, Lomob, and even Natalia also, they look into that marriage just as if it's a business, profit and loss business. And that is why Chubukov told Natalia that go, a merchant has come for his goods. Isn't it? That there is no such, they don't, as if the rich people of the society, they don't believe in that love and bonding and relationship. They always look this, they always consider this as a business. That is why Chubukov have told a merchant has come for his goods. The speech, the throwing, all this says that what they are thinking all. So here he told that go, there is a merchant come for his goods. Actually the father did not tell that go, Lomob has come and Lomob wanted to marry you. Actually he told Lomob as a merchant, means always he considers marriage as a business. How do you do? Even Vasilovich? No, Natalia is telling, how do you do? Even Vasilovich? No. Now Lomob, how do you do? Honored Natalia Stepanovna. No. Actually now, so it means that Natalia does not know that Lomob has come to marry her. Isn't it? It also true that she doesn't know that Lomob has come to marry her. So they had just started the conversation in a very formal way. Now Natalia, you must excuse my apron and Neliji. Here, Neliji is a long apron, long apron that just like a house coat, that women wear this Neliji, just like a house coat. So Natalia was wearing this, so that is why she is telling that you must excuse my apron and Neliji. We are selling peas for drying. Actually, he was telling that he was selling peas from drying. Why haven't you been here for such a long time? Natalie was telling to Lomo. You have not come here for a long time. Why? Sit down. They said themselves, won't you have some lunch? Now Natalie was offering lunch to Lomo. Won't you have something for lunch? Lomo, no, thank you. I have had some already. Now Lomo told him, I have already taken my lunch. Then smoke. Here are the matches. Here are the matches. So Natalie was offering smoking. In that foreign country, in the Western country, smoking and drinking. You must not treat like these. That Natalie was giving a biri to Lomo for smoking. She was giving a churut to Lomo for smoking. So the scenario in the perspective of smoking and drinking in the Western country, the scenario was much different, as we know in our country. Okay, so here Natalia, then smoke. Here are the matches. So Natalie was giving matches to Lomo. The weather is splendid now, but yesterday it was so wet that the workmen didn't do anything all day. How much how much hay have you stocked? Now they were talking about their cultivation and all this, because Natalia also look into their cultivation and all this. So she was telling that weather is splendid, but yesterday it was wet, and yesterday it was raining, and the workmen could not go to the field. Now she asked, how much hay have you stocked? Do you know what is hay? In Bengali this is known as khor, with dhaner gachgulo. Yes, khor. Yes. So Natalie was asking, how much hay you have stocked? Just think, I felt greedy and had a whole field cut, and now I am all pleased about it because I'm afraid hay may rot. Natalie was telling that weather had betrayed me because I was so much greedy. I saw the weather was nice, so a whole field I have cut. The people with the cultivation, they would understand it really well. Actually, they were discussing the farmers. They sometimes discuss that if the weather is okay, it's sunny weather, then get the hay or get the paddy cut here also. That I ought to have waited a bit. But what's this? Why, you are wearing an evening dress? Well, I neighbor, are you going to a ball or what? Though I must say you look better. Tell me, why are you got up like that? Now Natalia told, he was telling that he got greedy, and he just told his men to cut the whole field, and the whole field, actually the corn had been wet by this rain, Now Natalia saw properly to Lomo, and he was telling, why you are wearing such dress? Are you going to a ball, means ball party? By the way, nevertheless, you look better. I must say, you look better. That gives much of confidence to Lomo, isn't it? Because he has come to marry Natalia, and he was so much excited whether Natalia would deny and all this. But Natalia was telling that you are looking better. Tell me, where you got up like that? And he was telling, why you are just wearing so much dress? What is the reason behind it? So up to this, I hope you have understood. In the next class, again we will continue. So thank you very much for being with me and joining my class. Thank you.